Hi everyone, welcome to week 6 of college writing. We're past the halfway point, headed towards home. Still some work to do, but like I said in the announcement, I think I posted it yesterday, that definition as the thesis that I was looking at for your editorials. Those are really, really good, some very good, concise, clear thesis statements. So that was great. Let's something else to note actually about the definition essays. I had mentioned, and I noted this in grades of the ones I've graded so far and will continue to do so. I mentioned last week and then even the week before that you need outside support. So you need authors, speakers, professors, um, Christian publications, non-Christian publications, magazines, newspapers, things that will corroborate and support your your work, your definition of the word that you were defining. And I'd say probably 40% or more have not had any works cited or any outside support other than the Bible. And then there needs to be more than the Bible with that. So as you're looking at your editorial piece that you'll be writing in the next few days, and then as you look ahead to your argument essay in the next couple weeks, please be sure that you have works cited pages and you have outside sources in addition to the Bible to be able to support the work that you're doing, because it will heavily affect your grade if those directions aren't followed. So that's a little public service announcement as we look ahead. Um, and that will just help you get the best grade possible. It's good prep because in other courses, you're going to need to provide support and evidence, and you're going to need to know how to cite it. So it's not me being nitpicky, it's me wanting you to be able to have things easier along the road as you continue on in your work at MDL. So let's look at this week. First, you did the thesis work for your editorial, and now the next few days you're going to be writing the letter to the editor. You're going to be writing your editorial. 500 words, which usually turns out to be a couple pages, 2 to 3, double spaced, usually somewhere in there, I believe. If that's not right, I'll let you know for sure, but I think it's somewhere 2, sometimes 2.5 pages, double spaced. Um, so limit, or I'm sorry, but yeah, limit to 500 words. At the top, I need to know where you're submitting it, and you actually will need to submit it as part of your final draft. You won't, I won't know for sure if you submit it or not, but your intention is to submit it. So name your desired publication at the top. Be sure you edit carefully. You have to there's always words you can cut, and it's hard to do it with your own work, but there's always a word here or there that you can cut or tweak, and that will make things read smoother and be tighter. Consider why you have authority on this topic, which you should have done already this last week when you chose your topic and developed your thesis. But again, consider why you have authority to speak on this subject and mention those reasons in your editorial. Keep the paragraph short. Make sure the thesis statement is in that first paragraph or so, because it's a shorter piece. Make it in the first paragraph and make it very clear. And then supporting examples. They can be personal examples, absolutely. Include your personal examples, but you also need something from the outside, from just your personal experience, that will help prove your thesis for the editorial. Then assignment 6.2 is the actual final submission, but that you won't actually be submitting probably until Sunday or Monday, because first, by Thursday night, you need to submit your draft to the discussion board so that others can look at your editorial. So 6.2 you won't be submitting probably till Sunday or Monday. 6.1, as soon as you are able, submit that to me. That should actually be in to me by Thursday as well, because you're submitting the same thing to the discussion board. So then the discussion, I'll come back to assignment 6.3. In the discussion then, by Thursday at midnight, you need to submit your draft to the discussion board, and then your 2 immediate downstream neighbors in email. And the course writing schedule that is in the course for you has specifics on how to determine who that is, who you should be responding to. When you do submit yours and when you are reviewing your peers, that needs to be done by Sunday night at midnight, so everyone has a day to do some final tweaks and comments and edits. Make sure you're very specific and provide good, solid feedback for your fellow students. Are they convincing? How else can they be more specific? Are they persuasive? And so be thorough, be thoughtful, be kind, but be thoughtful and thorough in your evaluation, because you would want the same done for you, so you can make sure you have the best piece possible. Because some of these might actually get published when you submit them if they're done very well. Okay, so let's go back to 6.2 then. Once you submit your work to the discussion board, you hear back from your peers, then Sunday night, Monday, you'll be doing a final draft. And 6.2, it should read final draft, but it doesn't. But that revise and proofread is the final draft of your editorial. And look at these other things that it says in assignment 6.2 to double check and make sure you have everything correct and accurate. One thing to note is if you are passionate about your topic, you could use this topic as your argument essay topic as well. They don't have to be different ones. If you're passionate about it and you know you can make an entire 3 to 5 page essay about it, consider using the same one. You'll save yourself some work, and you will know that you already have something that you're passionate about, that you can write about, that you'll want to argue to persuade people to change to your point of view. And then finally, assignment 6.3, the letters to the audience, 4 different audiences. This is a very fun one for me to read. I'm not sure if it's fun for you to write, but it's fun for me to read, where you're going to write 4 letters or emails as you would, answering just one question in each of them. What is the best part of your day? Any day, every day, what is the best part of your day? First, you're writing it to your best friend. Could be a spouse, parent, roommate, coworker, friend at church, youth group, whatever. Write that to your best friend. And you're going to be writing it to that best friend, so you use whatever examples and speak how you would to your best friend. Next, you're going to write it to me. Tell me what the best part of your day is. And then the third one, write to a young child, someone like, 1st through 5th grade, somewhere in there. And then finally to a grandparent. What would you say to your grandparent about the best part of your day? Then when you're done, look at these 4 different letters. It'll be interesting for you too to read them once you're all done with all 4 of them. And then as part of this 4-letter project as well, answer these questions for me at the very end. How are they different? What changes do you see in each one? How is your communication? How is your language different in each one? How is your tone? Is one very relaxed and informal and personable? Is one more professional, academic? Is one less personal and more straight? Answer that. And then how does your intended audience change the way you write? This is going to come in handy especially for your argument essay, because you're going to determine what kind of audience you're writing to. And so this is a good prep work for that final essay. I believe this is it for this week. Again, make sure you have works cited for these next couple assignments, the editorial, and especially for the argument essay. That has to have a works cited page. Otherwise, the markings, it does get marked down a lot. And that can make a difference between a C and an A, or a C and a B. And that has made a difference in some of those. So let's pay attention to that, and I believe that is it for now. Any questions or anything like that, feel free to always email me, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Have a great week, everyone.